everybody, welcome to another awesome video. Well, look at that up there. You see the light? Do I got it? It's a halo. It's a halo. The Lord is with Arizona kid. Just kidding. Anyways, it's just a light, everybody. Don't get too excited. The Lord's probably far from on my side. What are we doing tonight? We're gonna do a light on the Pioneer. I'm pretty excited. Now, I'm not gonna be as funny as I was on the last one, but remember I did the whole ZMOON light, kind of funny name, but it's another ZMOON light. It's the exact same thing that we put on the Foreman, and I never really showed what this came with on it. I can't even find all the stuff. Yeah, it's still in there. So it comes, you know, this is bundled up in here. It comes with instructions also, but it's got a wiring kit in there. You know, you can follow what they want you to do or kind of do what I do and do my own thing on it. But that's what one thing I liked about it, because it comes with a switch, comes with a relay, comes with everything you need in there. And it's ooh, hold that thought, got to kill a bug. Sorry guys, that was a black spider. I don't think it was a black widow, but we weren't gonna find out. And if it was a black widow, it was just a baby black widow anyway, so. All right, killed that little turkey. Look, it's all smushed up now. Anyways, I know, spider killer. Yeah. And then, but anyway, so for 30 bucks, you get the two lights and the wiring kit. You know, I've heard people just buy a light bar and it's 30 bucks and that's all they got. So what else comes with the kit? It comes with all the little hardware in it, you know, for each one. And then I already took this one out of the plastic, but it comes with the two lights on it. Now, the only thing I saw bad on these reviews was, and this one's not bad, was this little rubber thing right here. Let me see if I can get close there. You see that little rubber thing, how this one's kind of up a little bit? They were complaining that those came out and then it wasn't watertight. On my last set, really snug in there. No issues whatsoever. This one's up a little bit. I don't know if that means it's ready to pop out or what, but then on the other light, it's the way it's supposed to be, and it's down flat into there. So I don't know, that's something that kind of, that's one thing I saw bad in the reviews, but I mean, if it literally was an issue, it has, you could probably take this whole thing apart and from inside pull it in. I tried pushing it back in from the outside, and I think that's the problem. It doesn't want to go back in from the outside. I think you'd have to take it apart and kind of get that little turkey to go in there from the inside, but I'm not that worried about it. I think it's far enough in, and we're just gonna go with it. But anyways, that's what comes with the kit. So these two lights, they're both 20 each one, not both together. Each one is you know what? Let me double check there. Did I say it wrong last time? Yeah, I'm about to say it wrong. So each unit, it says on the side of the box, each unit is 12,000 lumina. So each light. So when you have them both together, that's 24,000, obviously. Yeah. And it's made for 12 volt, you know, vehicles, meaning your ATV or your side-by-side. Now, the only other thing I bought with it, other than just the light kit, like I said, the light kit, all that stuff I showed you comes in this one box. And then I went and I got two. I kind of regret getting two now. I got two spindles. It's 18 gauge wire. I think this is 100 feet of 18 gauge wire, and it's pretty cool because it comes with black and red on it, because I'm going to use this wire to run all the way from my battery all the way to the front, because this wire that comes with it isn't going to be long enough. And everybody recommended using 18 gauge. I mean, I think any bigger would be overkill. I ended up getting just black wire because I always want it also for other jobs, or it's always good to have like some wire in like your toolbox or anything like that, because you ever want to try to jump something. Sounds dumb, but you'd be amazed how many times a little good, like, I'm going to say like 5-foot piece of wire came in handy. Anyways, that's like, I think that one's only like 50 feet though. yeah, it doesn't matter. But anyways, this was 100 feet, and this is the one that you'll probably want for the job. You were doing your side-by-side, and it was $10. So you're gonna have like way extra. If you can find something like this for like, I think you really only need like 10 feet, but for $10 and getting this whole spool of 100 feet double wired for $10, I just went with it. So the whole job, spending money wise, is $40 off Amazon. And once again, I feel like I'm not an affiliate with them or anything like that, but I don't know. I'm sure you'll see that. I didn't see any more that were double spooled like this. You'll see them like 25 spools or 25 foot or 100 foot, and I picked the 100 foot spool this. And then, like I said, the light. So $30, $10, $40, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, before we get going on the job real quick, I mean, obviously the first thing I'm going to do, so it's pretty simple, guys. I'm going to go into this wiring harness. I'm going to steal you probably can see them. I'm going to steal the battery ends off of it, recrimp them onto this wire, and then I'm going to run this wire all the way. Let me flip you around. Nah, we'll leave you this way. I'm going to take this wire and go all the way from the battery, which is under this seat right here, and go all the way underneath the bike up into my hood right here. And I'll take that hood off. So when we come back, that's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see me with the wire there. Then we'll start installing everything and kind of explaining that. But that, you don't need to watch me run the wire, guys. Just run a black and red wire from your battery to the front of the machine. And I'll show you when I'm done how I ran it. I'm just going to show you me running it. But the other thing I want to do before we get started on this job, and I'm sorry this video gets long, guys, is this right behind me. I've been dying to do show you guys my stickers back there. I think this is what is this, Frugal Farmer right here. Frugal Farmer, you guys go check them out. They're a homesteading channel. I've done one for the Beaten Trail before. I don't know where they're at. You know, I should watch them more. They're got to be getting close to 1K, I think. But really nice guy. You guys should go check him out. Also, this right here, I'm gonna mess up the name here. What is that? Piedmount Artifacts. I'm always mess up. The past comes alive. He is not a YouTube channel though, guys. Let me zoom in on that. He is just all Instagram. So if you guys want to see him and go follow him on Instagram, super nice guy. He watches YouTube channels though. So if you go follow him on Instagram, you got a YouTube channel, just tell him, hey, I got a YouTube channel, check me out. And I'm sure he would. He's a super nice guy. Obviously my Yankum ropes right here. That's my little mule. I call this my little mule, my 700 Pioneer. Maritimer, this is a new sticker of his he sent me. It has a Wendell, his dog on the front. It's pretty cool. Obviously my good friend Gail at Gail's Southern Living. You guys should go check her out. She's got an awesome homesteading channel too, gardening and stuff. But yeah, you guys always go, why do you have a ATV? And because I mean obviously two of them are ATV and two of them are gardening channels, or homestead channels, because guys, I grew up on a dairy farm. That's what I used to do for a living. So gotta love him. And even the other guy, I mean, I just like watching the pictures he shows and the artifacts and stuff he finds. You know, it doesn't, I don't have to be, I don't know. I just think it's fun that people think you got to stick with your genre. I don't. Whoever is a good friend or watches me, I watch him back. Oh, and you guys are laughing, but the Yankum ropes and Unifilter, and obviously me. But yeah, so never be afraid to kind of span out. But all right, so we're 10 minutes in already, just me blabbing. But we're going to, I was thinking of making this a live. You guys want to see me do a live? Someone say something, because I'd love to do a live. I just don't know if I would do a live of something like this or a live of like maybe out riding. But right now with how Arizona's so dry, they're even closing down Coconino and Kaibab Forest, and I'm not too upset about it. I'd rather them close it down than the one guy going out there and starting a forest fire. The last one out there was caused by lightning, so that's good to hear, but then bad to hear. You know, I don't want to hear about a fire, but then it's good to hear it was nature caused and not caused by some person. Anyways, I'm gonna go off on a tangent there because I hate all this dryness and fire, so we need some more rain. But so anyways, I don't know when I'd be able to get out on another ride. That's why you guys wonder why I'm doing all these how-to videos and stuff. I figure this is the time to do it. You know, I have the stuff to do it. Let's get her done, because as soon as it's time that I can go out and ride, I'm gonna get my butt out there and go ride. I'm itching to ride, or I'm gonna end up riding my my bike around the neighborhood like I did that one time and did that neighborhood ride. I'm gonna end up doing another one because I'm gonna be dying to ride. So let me get that wire ran, like I said, from the battery to the front. I'll show you guys how I ran it, and then we'll start. I might even put the mounts on real quick, you know. That's something else, guys. I guess I left that out. Let me show you real quick. I put it on my last video. So I bought these mounts for it, and I bought this size for the Spit It Out Jones for the Pioneer, and then I bought the other size for the Foreman because it was a smaller bar. Let me get the box. I think I put the things up in the. See, here's another. This is the one that was used for the Foreman. I saved the leftover parts. Like, remember I told you guys the switch and all that? I saved it in case I ever want to use it. Even though I did finally run it to the high beam, so I don't think I'll ever use the switch, but I just save it anyways. So here they are. So which one's bigger? Yeah, so this one only goes to 1.25, so that would have been for the Foreman size. So this is what they're called right here. I guess I can put it in front of me right here. It's the name, and that's the size I'm using for the Pioneer. I don't remember already. Can you believe it? I already forgot. I forget everything. I don't. Made in PRC. What's that? Anyways, I don't remember what the price was on this on Amazon, but it was off Amazon, guys. I want to say 20 bucks, 19 bucks. Anyways, you guys are wondering, wow, that's a lot. It's probably almost, you know, more than half of the light. But the reason I like these ones is because, you know, let me set you back up here. Like my shirt? Anyways, amazed I'm not wearing a Josh Gammon shirt. You guys always see me with a Josh Gammon shirt. Speaking of Josh Gammon, go check out his channel. Oh, whoop, back to the Halo. Oh, the Lord. Anyways, don't strike me down. Anyways, all right. It comes with all these different things. So here's the metal, and it comes with all these different rubbers. It gives you like, geez. Like here's even a bigger one. It gives you a whole different sizes to figure out how you're gonna go around the bar on it. And that was one selling point, to spend the extra money and buy this clamp. So now you got that clamp on there, and you got whatever rubber you want in there, and here's the end on it. So this was the next selling point to buy this clamp, or this brand, however you pronounce that I showed you guys, is that it has this right here. Let me get it kind of out of that light. Let me spin out of that light. Now the halo is getting in the way. But it has this. It comes with two size ends on it. I'm just gonna pour this out. It's got to come out of the box anyway. Then it comes with Loctite. I mean, it's a good bracket. Where's that? So here. So you got this size. See how it's a little bit small? You can put that in there. Or it's got the bigger one. And I think I use the bigger one because it sticks out farther. You see that? But it comes with two, and they're metal. And what even like better about it is right here, you see those, let me get to the end. See those little holes through there? All around it? So here's the screw thing on it. When you put this in here, however you want that mount, let me get the camera, that mount, you can turn it like this, you can turn it like this, halfway, any direction you want it, that's how you screw it on there. So it made it so much easier to say, you know what, I want this one that I can set it any way I want. And yeah, so it's worth the extra money on it. Hope that helps. Kind of get off on a tangent there, but it's something you guys need to know and know what I purchased when I'm using. So I'm going to, instead of killing this whole thing with time, I'm going to pick a spot. I'm going to mount these I'll show you guys when I'm done. I'm gonna run that hot wire to the front. I'll show you that when I'm done, and then we'll go from there. So, cause we're like digging at 15 minutes here. And then, yeah, then we'll move on from that. So, yep, let's hit pause and the wonderful camera. It might not see a halo no more. It might be dark outside, cause let's take a visual picture. See the light? The light might be gone, cause that's how slow I am. Anyways, we'll be back. Poof. All right, y'all. Well, it's still light outside. Yeah. But let's talk about this real quick, what I did. So, way too much wire here. I did run the wire, okay? All I did was followed, I don't know, yeah, it's gonna focus. So, I haven't pulled the slack out. I followed the wire that I did with my winch. So if you haven't watched my winch video, by God, why haven't you? No, I'm just kidding. But when I did my winch, here's the solenoid for the winch and all that, and I ran the hot wire down underneath. And I did the same thing with this hot wire. I liked it because it was together. That's so cool that's together. Hopefully that doesn't end up like ever melting to each other. Never thought of that. That'd be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? Anyways, let's not talk about that now. But ran it up, came out, you know, from down here. Like I said, I still haven't pulled the excess yet. I'll have to do that, and hooked it up to the battery. So, piece of cake. Now here's all that extra wire. Like I said, I'll end up cutting a bunch of it off. I just kind of stuck it together real quick. Like this wire, I'm gonna probably tape up or cut excess off. I don't know what I want to do yet. And my little ground wire came off. So right here is going to be the ground. It's going to go on this nut. It worked, so I'm going to stick with that. I was pretty happy that that worked. So that's a ground there. And here's the solenoid. Here's the wire for the switch that I cut off when I did the Foreman. You have to have a hot wire on it also. All I did, once again, the winch hot wire that I plugged into the 12 volts. Right here, that's the 12 volt plug that's underneath your dash right here, the 12 volt. That only comes on when the key's on, so that's why I wanted to use that. I could have ran this hot wire to my regular lights. That's another way to do it. You could have hooked it to your, so it only comes on when you turn on your light wire, but I don't think that would work because that wire is always hot too. Someone knows what I'm talking about, or if I'm wrong, go ahead and quote me on that one. I'd love to know. But anyways, so I just ran it to 12 volt because I know that's a hot wire. Like I said, the ground, because I needed a secondary ground, was right here. And all that wire is, and this ground right here I'm talking about that I'm doing up here, is just for this. I didn't do this on the Foreman because it's just for that switch. I didn't use that switch because I just hooked it to my light switch, but I don't have brights on the Pioneer, so I can't dual switch it on the Pioneer, so I needed to use their switch, which is this little bitty switch right here that has like a little glue back on it. I'm literally going to glue it right there because that's where I fed it through underneath here to there. And so let me show you. So when you turn on your key, there's the key for the thing. It comes on, see? It's got a little red light on it. And I just pre-ran one. It's sitting there on the chair. I haven't put the mounts on yet. And then right here you push it and it turns green, and there's the light on. And then when you push it off, you can even hear it. Listen, I'll be quiet. You can hear the solenoid. Yep, so a little solenoid clicks off and it goes back to a little red light. And I think that'll be fine. I think somewhere right there. I'll just take off that backing that's sticky, and hopefully it sticks right there. I'm hoping it does. And then that won't be too bad because when you're sitting in your chair and you're right here, you know, your regular light switch is right here. So that, excuse me, I burped. That's just right there. So. Can't get over it. Click, lights up the ceiling. But cool. Turn off the key so I don't run the battery out. But that's how you wire it, guys. I mean, I know you're probably looking like, man, you got this thing all. This is how I do it. I think I did the same thing with the Foreman when I showed you guys. I don't remember that video. But I like to do all this. The only thing I mounted was it had a hole, and I took that screw out and I put the solenoid there just so it wouldn't fall. And it's mounted there. And I didn't drill no holes. I just used the screw that was right there. The only thing I had to do was the plastic on the solenoid. I had to round it out a little bit with the drill right there. But it was plastic. It was easy. You just had to be careful not to break it all the way through. So that's the only thing I did. And like I said, the other side screw right here, I'm just going to use that as the ground. I guess I could have used that same side if I wanted to, but I'm just going to use this side as the ground. And I just got to seal that up so it's not open. Actually, everything I got to seal up so it's not open, and then try to figure out how I'm going to configure all this wire, because I want to get this wire right here. You got to be careful, because right here, actually, let me zoom back out. Right here is my radiator. So if I'm going to put all that wiring right up behind here, you know, I just want to make sure it's not in anywhere that's going to get hot or melted. Got that little light right there, hot or melted or anything like that. Squirrel light. That's all I got to figure out how to do. And then I already ran the wire out underneath here. This is the 2 wires that are going to go, the one's already plugged in, that are going to go to the lights, and I'm going to mount them right here. So I'm going to get mounting those and kind of putting all this wire bit back together, and hopefully it's still light. Well, it doesn't matter if it's light. If it's dark out, then we can take it for a test drive and see how bright the lights are. But yeah, there's a little bit of a mid cap on it. Like I said, this is a great kit, man. The ZMOON lights, you know, it comes with all this stuff in there. Like I said, the only thing I bought extra was this spool of wire for 10 bucks, and I didn't make a dent in it, guys. So I think they have a 25 or a 50 foot instead of a 100 foot. I'd get that. The only thing that would make me feel dumb, I think the 50 spool one or the 25 spool foot one, I think was the same as the 100. So it's like, why not get extra if you're paying the same price and save it? I don't know. You guys make your decision on it. But I think this light kit's so cool. And I haven't showed it yet, because I don't think I showed it on the Pioneer. I mean, on the Foreman. Like, when you have this light and it's mounted right here like this, everybody goes, well, why don't you just get the one straight light bar? Because the one straight light bar is fixed. All you can do is bend it up or down. This light, when you use that, I showed you the longer, those things that go on the end of the mounts. There's a longer one. When you use that, this light just sticks out a little bit. Let me zoom back out. It sticks out a little bit, and you can actually turn them like that, which gives you a better, so if you're out riding, you go, you know, I want to be able to see to the side more when I'm riding, you can turn this. You can't do that with a straight bar. All you can do is go up or down with a straight bar. But if you want to be able to see what's on the side of your road, you can turn this light, and the other one, turn it the other way. I just think these are way better. That's just my opinion, and you'll see when I get them on there. But yeah, once again, let me get it put on, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, everybody. I'm done. And yes, it is dark outside. So let's go over it real fast. Kind of the same thing that I showed you guys before. Boy, I got lights everywhere. Got some on the ground. I already put the seat back on, but like I said before, I ran the wire, you can see it there, ran it over, up into there, under the hood, and let's get rid of that light, and into here. So this is the hot wire that came from the battery. This is the ground wire that needs to go to a power source. Remember all that wire? Look what I did. I taped it all up and did it, just stuck it there. The relay's still there, bolted down. This is the cord that goes for the switch that's up there. It's the ground. This wire right here feeds down and comes out. At least that light's kind of helping right here. Feeds down, comes across, comes up, and then one goes across the bar. I thought of putting it behind the grill, and I just left it on the bar. And the reason I did that is so if I want to turn these lights, I got the excess wire to turn them, like I told you guys, because like this light, you can take it, and I don't have it on very tight, but you can turn it like this. And then look. So then you have the light turned. That's the difference between one light bar and having these two 6-inch light bars, is that you can turn it like that and give yourself different light if you want. And they also bend up and down, but yeah. Let me get them back straight. And honestly, they're tight enough that you can move them, but they don't move when you ride. But you can still tighten them down if you want to. I'm going to put I think all I gotta do is put the hood on, this hood right here, and we can take it for a test spin. You guys want to take it for a test spin? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yeah, I'm being silly. Sorry, I got this big old mess everywhere, and I'm looking for the hood. There it is. And take it for a test drive out in the dark. You. I don't have my son with me. I should go get him to come with me real quick, but well, let's go. So you could hold the camera for me. So do you see the little red light came on? Oh, and I stuck that on. It's got some pretty good adhesive that comes with that thing. And oh, I also got a little dome light up here. I just put that on there. I won this light from Sujitsu. I shot him out in one of my videos, but it's got a little ball light right here. I can't figure out how to make it brighter or not brighter. I need to read the instructions, I guess. But it comes with that little sticky metal thing, so I can keep this and leave it in the glove box. But if I ever want a light, like if it's nighttime, I want a light inside of it, I can do that. Let's see how good it stays up there for fun. Here we go. And away we go. Try not to run into the wife's car. That'd be a no-no. Be a big no-no. She'd be pretty mad. But she'll be happy that I'm done, because that's her garage, and I've been messing in her garage this long. So you see the light that's right here? It's not from my phone, that's from that light right up there. Or, I'm lying. My phone has a light that came on for the camera. That's pretty dang cool. This new phone rocks. Alrighty. I don't have my regular lights on. There we go. So there's the regular lights. I even want to see how good it looks. It's hard to do it in town because all the lights. Look at our moon. Park with his little 3-wheeler, because that's what I'm doing. Alrighty, so there's the lights I have now. Let's turn this light off up here. So So that's the lights now. Let's see the lights with the... Ooh. Wow. Big difference. That one got them turned up. Like turned upward. Let's take a look what they look like out here. I think they'll work out just fine, guys. The cool thing about these lights is, watch this. I can literally turn off that light and then just have those lights on. But all right, guys, thanks for watching, and keep the powder dry, and I'll hopefully see you next time on a trail. Peace out, Girl Scout.